What's going on, everyone? This is Fred again with Century 21. Just wanted to actually do a quick video. I know with the upcoming holiday, just wanted to talk to you guys briefly about individual mindset. Again, when I say mindset, I'm speaking of individual who's is viewed as a buyer versus an owner mindset. In an excellent book that illustrate those two components or those two different mindset is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. If you guys haven't read it already, definitely I recommend going on Amazon, pick it up. It's an excellent read, and it definitely will talk to you guys about individual mindset and how they view the world and the actions when it comes to how they go about making their life choices. And I know on average, especially with the upcoming holidays, a lot of people what they're looking at when they, from a buyer's mindset, with the upcoming holidays, what they're looking at is actually what can I go out there and purchase, let it be for friends, family, or for themselves. Is going to be strictly on what can I purchase. When it comes to owners' mindset, what they're looking at is that what can I purchase today that would yield me, let's say, 8%, 10%, 20% on that same investment. What can I buy today where I can turn around and sell it for a profit 2 years, 3 years down the line? So on the owner's perspective, they're not looking at what I can buy to fulfill a need or want, and for the most part, they're looking at what investment can I make? How can I make my money work for me? Again, your biggest asset that you have right now, especially if you work in a 9 to 5, is your income. So you have to find ways to actually make your earn income. As you all know, when it comes to the taxation, when it comes to your income, your earned income has the greatest amount of potential taxes based on the tax bracket you fall. So you have to look at different avenues where you can actually reduce that taxable liability. So that's what you have to look at it. Okay, from an owner's perspective. Okay, what can I purchase that actually gonna work for me? So essentially, whatever you have extra, you have to put this money out there to work for you. So when I say to work for you, essentially, okay, let's say on a month-to-month basis, instead of buying a vehicle, let's say a 7 Series BMW or S Class Mercedes Benz, and paying on average, let's say between car insurance and your note, you're paying about $700 a month. This is a month, $700, and is I know it sounds crazy, but this is what people are actually paying right now for these type of luxury vehicles. So why not just get a regular car and actually, let's say on both combines, the car insurance, the car note is going to cost you $400. So you essentially have $300 where you can actually make work for you or put them to work on a month-to-month basis. So that $1,200, you can easily buy yourself a mutual fund that's going to yield you a good income mutual fund, a value mutual funds that actually going to yield you about 10% a year. So that's what I'm talking about when it comes to owner. So essentially, by making a $300 on a continuous basis, consistent basis, on a mutual funds, you essentially own that mutual fund. So you essentially making that money work for you. So instead of you, okay, putting that $700 total in this vehicle, which is a depreciating value of depreciating asset, and that's essentially you can never actually get back the initial money you put into that vehicle. Okay, let's actually look at it from a different perspective. Let's not just say, okay, I want to buy myself a nice car, a luxury car, and I'm gonna pay that $700. I mean, I know if you're in a position where the $700 is not really a big factor, is not really going to have, you have other aspect in place, you have your investment in place, your money is working for you, by all means go ahead and do that. But if it's a situation where your only source of quote unquote investment opportunity is your 401k, and you barely contributing your 3% into that, then you really have to reevaluate your decision. You really have to reevaluate your thought process there. Another example, you have guys out there who call themselves sneakerheads. So these guys have essentially $5,000 inventory because they've been buying sneakers throughout their life. That's their thing. So you have 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds with a bunch of sneakers. Then okay, you have $3,000 sneakers. So okay, how's $3,000 worth of inventory of sneakers that's in your size working for you as for help your money grow in the long term? So you have to actually change that mindset where I'm going to continue buying things to fulfill a temporary situation or a temporary need, and start saying that, okay, what can I do right now where an extra $300, $400, $500 that I can apply into something that's going to work for me. An extra $500, let's be real now. That's actually a mortgage where you can pay on an investment property, on a condo. Okay, you see that extra $500 on a condo, then you have a tenant in there, so that tenant is gonna be paying that mortgage for you. So you still have a $500 left over. So this is the kind of mindset where you have to actually look at, okay, what I need to do to start making my money work for me. How I'm going to use my biggest contributing asset, which is my income, and don't allow it to just me paying bills. Let it be paying rent, paying car insurance, paying car note, and that's essentially your lifestyle. You have an income, it goes towards rent, it goes to a car note, and it goes towards your splurging, vacation, and things of that nature. And next thing you know, you're 65 years old, then you turn looking around, okay, what happened? Because now you're relying on Social Security Social Security Administration to take care of you, or at least to take care of your financial aspect. No, you have to start right now and say, okay, and it's never too late when it comes to changing that mindset. Converting yourself to a buyer versus owner, and I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with buying things that you want and buying things that's nice, but there has to be a balance. You have to also make sure you take care of the other aspect and start thinking about what can I own to actually help myself, put myself in a better financial position. Okay, take me for example. Just 2 weeks ago, I was down in Port Charlotte, right now I'm near Fort Myers, and I'm looking at empty, vacant lot. I know people I say, okay, what a vacant lot can do for you. Okay, so if I can pick up a vacant lot for $500, $1,000, or $1,500, and have it sit there and essentially sell it to somebody that's looking to build a house on it or sell it to an investor, the possibility is endless. But the biggest difference is that I own that vacant lot, so it definitely gives me choices. So that extra a $500 investment or $1,000 investment, not on a piece of land, that where I can actually make decision as for how I'm going to make that land work for me. So again, guys, I know with the upcoming holidays, these big retail chain, they are banking on the fact that they know people are on a buyer's mindset. While I'm asking if you guys can definitely consider balancing that mindset, in addition to buying things that is just going to satisfy the need just for now. You also have to look at what can I purchase that's actually going to help me in the long run. What can I purchase that's going to grow my money? Because essentially, when you're owning things, when you're actually putting your money into things that's actually going to grow for you, you essentially building a team. Okay, so you have X amount of dollar in this attribute. You have X amount of dollars. Let it be on real estate. You have individual stock. You have mutual funds. And also keep in mind, you can put money into being part owner of a business. These are all attribute things that you know can essentially help you grow your business. If you're 30 years old, 40 years old, and you're not paying capital gain taxes, something's wrong. If you're 30, 40 years old, you never file a Schedule C on your income taxes, something's going on. You really have to evaluate your decisions there. So this is actually just Again, this is just advice. This is based on things that I picked up. You have to be smarter when it comes to how you utilize your money, because that's actually the biggest vehicle you have to actually assist you in putting yourself in a better financial position. So again, start looking into mutual funds, start looking into stock. I know with the stock market, it can be risky. So be mindful that if you do explore, I prefer mutual funds, especially from a beginner's level, over individual stocks. Because with the mutual funds, you can really, because it's be managed. Your mutual fund means that there's an individual or team managing it, buying and selling, and within that mutual funds. So I would definitely would start off with a mutual fund or ETF, and because you actually can read those history on that mutual fund, lately for the past 5 years, for the past 10 years, and see how that mutual fund been performing. So that's actually going to give you. I mean, of course, past performance is not an indication of future performance, but it at least give you a ballpark figure as for what to somewhat expect. But in regards to having the income, you have your rent, you have your car note, then you have your regular expenses, and that's it. And you have nothing left over to actually put out there to work for you. You really have to start considering that. And I can assure you, contributing to your 401k or 403b is not sufficient. That is definitely not sufficient. And Social Security alone is not going to be sufficient when it comes to retirement. So you definitely have to start looking at what other avenues, what other vehicles can actually partake can to assist me in putting myself in a better financial position. So again, if you have any additional questions regarding the buyer's mindset versus the owners, if you have any questions regarding about the potential investment opportunities, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I am not licensed. This is just for general knowledge. I would strongly recommend that if you are thinking about investing, you do your due diligence and you seek out professional assistance or guidance to make sure that whatever decision you're making will work for you, is actually going to assist you. With any type of decision you make in life, you definitely want to make sure you do your adequate research. But again, this is Fred with Century 21. I'm a real estate agent. So I'm here to give you advice. I'm just giving you advice based on my journey, my life journey. So if you have any questions or any comments, definitely, I'm going to leave my information down below in the link, my email address, or how to get in contact with me. So if you have any questions, certainly give me a call and send me an email, and I'll be more than happy to assist. Okay, have a wonderful day.